Hey everybody, I am back for video 144 of 365. I'm Samantha and I'm a therapist and I'm creating a video every day for a year to get over my fear of public speaking and social anxiety. So yeah, this is video 144. Today I would like to talk about inner conversations and how important they are, and that everyone hears what you say to yourself in secret. It is the weirdest thing. I had two incidents happen today where I had been thinking about something and having kind of a conversation with myself about it. And two people literally said to me the exact things that I had thought of in my mind. So that brought me to this video today. So what you think about and what you assume is what will create your reality. So really be very cognizant about what conversations you're having inside of your head. A lot of times, if you notice, you might be in the shower, you're having a conversation with someone about something, you're fighting with someone in your head about something, or you'll just have an idea about something pops into your mind and you think about it for a minute and then somebody says it back to you hours later. That's what happened to me today. Very interesting how these things happen. So, I just want to tell you that you're very powerful. You don't know how powerful your mind is until you start kind of practicing and seeing what shows up outside of you. So I highly encourage everybody to really study the law of assumption and the law of attraction, whatever appeals to you, because whatever you are thinking about and assuming is what will show up, and you will see. The world is hearing everything. And so also, stay true to your vision. Do not look externally for validation of anything. Always be your own evidence. Always stay true to what you're wanting. So in other words, stay the same. If you decide that you want something or that something is going to happen, you need to stick with that. You cannot look externally and say, why isn't it here yet? Why hasn't this person changed yet? What is happening here? Why is this happening? Why does this keep happening? Why has this happened for years? Why can I never get what I want? Why is this not working? So every time you're asking, why is it not working? It's going to keep not working, because that's how powerful you are. Whatever your awareness is on is what's going to manifest. So decide who you are and stay the same. And you'll never have to worry about anything, because you don't need to worry about something that you've already got. So if you decide you have something and you live from that end, you stay in that assumption. You do not waver from that. You do not look externally and say, why is this not happening? You stay within your mind and you decide what is true for you. Everything that happens outside of you has no meaning. It is neutral. You get to decide if it's good or if it's not good. You get to give it a meaning. So if you get to give it a meaning, then give it the truth. And the truth is, whatever you believe is true is the truth. So you get to decide what is true for you. And this takes practice. I'm not going to say that this is the easiest thing you're going to ever do, but you got to practice. I will say it gets easier as you practice. It gets easier as you start seeing some evidence of some shift that you've made. You'll notice a lot of things outside of you will start changing. And they may not change in the way that you're wanting them to change. They might actually change into the opposite. I look at it like, once you shift internally, it's like sometimes chaos ensues around you. It's kind of like the energy is like moving around and conforming to what you're actually wanting. So stay the same. That's the best guidance I can give anyone, is decide who you are and stay the same. Do not plant a seed, which is an idea you might have or a desire you have. Don't plant that seed and then the next day dig it up and say, well, why is it not here? Why is it not a tree by now? I just planted the seed yesterday. Why is it not already a tree? It's not a tree because you're noticing it's not a tree. You're not giving it that time that it needs to bloom. And so you've got to give yourself time, to conform to your new desire. You got to not doubt yourself, in other words. That self-doubt is what digs up that seed. So you've got to stay very steadfast and firm in your decision to become that person that you want to become. And once you shift your identity, then everything falls into place. It just happens that way naturally. So there's not a lot of work to be done after that. But the real work is staying true to what you said that you wanted instead of doubting it. And a lot of times, again, you're going to look outside of yourself for validation. Never look to what they say, like never look to the mirror for your validation. Look internally for your validation. I feel like this is one of the most priceless skills we can ever learn, is to look within ourselves instead of looking outside of ourselves, because we're controlling everything. We've got all of the power inside of our minds. Our minds are literally that powerful. I just experienced it today. I mean, it's the craziest thing. It was like I was thinking about something and talking about it in my head, and then this person literally said the exact same thing like hours later. And it happened twice with two different people today. It was the weirdest thing. So check your assumptions about yourself, because like if you're, golly, it could be anything. Like things just show up in people so strangely sometimes. Like sometimes it won't even be the word for word, but it'll be like the same idea you were thinking about or something. It'll just show up. And so really think about and pay attention to what you're assuming about yourself. Like really start pumping good thoughts into yourself about yourself. Really watch how you see yourself. And I know I talk about this all the time, but I feel like we need to hear this. Like I've got, I don't know how many videos left, like 200 videos left or something like that. Like I've got a lot of videos left. And I love to talk about self-concept, because I will say nothing has made me feel better than that, like creating this awesome feeling about myself, whereas I didn't really love myself fully before. And I don't know if I've shared this. I might have shared this in another video, but I think it was April 25th of this year. So I hadn't been doing videos yet. It was about a month before I started doing videos. I had this dream. I won't go into detail about it, but I had a dream, woke up, had these feelings going on inside me. And I looked in the mirror. It was in the morning, right after I got up. I get up at 5:30 every morning, no matter what. And I looked in the mirror at myself and I said, oh my gosh, I love myself. And it was like this turning point for me. It was the weirdest thing. And ever since then, I just have felt so great about me. And that's why I love to talk about this stuff. I love to teach this. And this is going to be one of the core things that I will teach, is how to love yourself and how to create this unshakable self-concept. Because to me, that is priceless. It's worth way more than all the money in the world. It is worth its weight in gold. It is just, there's nothing better when you feel good inside yourself, and you deserve to feel good inside yourself. It's almost like, and what I feel like is over the last few months, especially being on YouTube, I feel like I'm unburying myself. I'm unburdening myself. I'm literally taking all the layers off of me that were put there over the years. Like the world put these things on me, which really didn't, as we know. We kind of did it to ourselves. We took the external and we made it mean that we weren't enough. And throughout the years, if you let somebody dim your light, well, your light's going to be dim. But we're born as pure light, pure love. And when we're abused or neglected, or we have all these things happen to us, I feel like it just buries who we truly are. And so over the last few months, especially on YouTube, I've been kind of taking those layers off myself and getting back to my creativity. And I'm back to, it's so strange, but I'm back to this like teenage creativity that I used to have. And that's going to create my next business. And I'm so excited about it. And I'm so excited to be on here and sharing myself and my experience throughout these last few months. And just sharing, my stories where I can, and to help anybody that needs this help, because there's just nothing better than feeling great about yourself. That's where you can manifest this amazing life from, because you've got this awesome foundation of self-love. There's nothing that can take that away from you. Nobody can ever take that away, ever, unless you let them. So, and I let plenty of people try to do that over the years, and I would measure my worth by how I was treated. And if we, have a low self-worth, we're going to notice people treating us not in the best manner. And so the better you treat yourself, the better you're going to feel. And when I learned that, I started really loving on myself. So I just wanted to share that today, and that your inner conversations are so super cool. Like, just try it. Start talking on purpose to somebody in your mind. Talk to yourself really kindly. Give yourself some love. Tell yourself you're amazing. All the positive affirmations. Just tell yourself you're great enough. There went my light. My light just dimmed. I had it on the charger, but it died. Oh well. Well, anyway, love you guys. Hope you guys are having a great, great evening. And I will be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.